Good morning. Today's August 2nd, and obviously I am still here. Again, I got my toy to play with. Um, so I'm not at the psychiatric hospital yet. I'm seriously still considering it. The one thing I did do this morning, first thing when I woke up, I am sorry if my hair looks like clown hair. I actually do use this, which works wonders on my hair, if you can see that. Gorgeous stuff. But today my hair is a mind of its own, and it's saying, screw you, I'm going to be frizzy. So, I'm dealing with it. I kind of hate it. Anyways, getting off topic. I'm still kind of half asleep, and my Klonopin is starting to kick in. This is the second time I've made this video, because my kitty cat decided to walk across the keyboard of the laptop. And I slept with the cats last night, so I actually sound extra hoarse and extra crappy, because I'm actually allergic to cats. They're family, and I cannot get rid of them. I've actually thought about shaving them. No, just kidding. So I do sound like this almost all year, except during winter. Main reason why I love winter, because it's like, it cleans the air. There's like no bad shit in it. It's wonderful. Anyway, so I got up this morning, and I actually did one thing that, I said I would never do. And I watched my videos from yesterday. That's it. I actually made 3 videos. I made one for anger, one for the therapy visit, and one for just how I was that day, which is kind of like a journal type thing, or journal vlog or something, whatever you want to call it. And then I compared it to my actual Manic episodes. I've had 2 in the past 2 years, which were induced by actual medications, not because I just done it. So to start off, when I actually had my complete nervous breakdown, like I was seeing things and everything, bad breakdown, that was in 2010, actually July 2010. Yeah. So, let me see, how did it happen? I was talking with a psychiatrist there, which is like not just a psychiatrist, but in Cincinnati, which I'm sure it might be in other states as well. If you go to like a room to like talk about your problems, there's like more than just one person there. There's like a nurse or 2 there, a couple of the orderlies just in case. They're like standing right behind you. You could just feel them staring at you the whole time. Like, okay, I was a very panicky person in a psychiatric ward, so I did spend some time in a quiet room. That's why I had 2 very big orderlies behind me during every visit with the doctors. Just because I would freak out for no reason, and then full-blown panic would hit, and poof, quiet room with a shot. Scary as hell feeling. I didn't like it. But I was put on Zyprexa mainly because at the time, somewhere along the line, I got to the point where my sis was taking or did take Zyprexa. I'm not sure how that works. I'm trying to make this cohere, because I did forget, since I got the journal and the videos. It's kind of starting to fade away. I'm not quite awake, and my Klonopin's actually kicking in right now. So if I start talking slower, that's why. And I guess because it worked with somebody else in the family, there's a bigger chance that it will actually work for you. That did not happen. It actually sent me in a full-blown mania. I think I was on it for like 2 weeks, and it was like full-blown mania. I actually did make a video, which I done on one cell phone. I forgot which one, but I got it onto the PC, which is actually downstairs in the den slash living room, whatever you want to call it. And I actually watched it today, which I do not try to watch it unless I have to, and I keep it for, you know, purposes, as you can see. And actually in the video, I'm talking like a mile a minute. I don't know what I was saying. It is like, and I just would not stop talking. The whole video was just like complete babbling nonsense. In the video also, I would like turn my head and like act like I was talking to somebody, like there was like actually someone there, and I was actually having full-blown conversations with like air. Also in the video, I got up and I would like pace the room, like at times I paced it in a circle, at times I paced it in a line, then I would sit down, then I would get up again and start pacing, then I would start talking to myself, then I would start talking to the air again, like I was actually talking and having a conversation with somebody. And again, it's like I was trying to actually understand, which it sucks. It's been 2 years. I think I've watched it like 3 times. Just because it actually scares the crap out of me. I have no idea what I'm saying. Again, as I said, it's just like blah, 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 blah. And my words are so rushed together that like there's no break between them. So trying to understand what the heck I was talking about is like impossible. It is. I have actually tried to break it down and slow it down. It doesn't help any. So I have no idea what the hell I was talking about that day. But that is my full-blown mania. So, also I had a reaction to, I know I'm going to say this wrong, had a reaction to corticosteroids. I can never say that word. It is, my tongue just cannot get it out. So that actually sent me into a minor manic episode. I believe I was on it for about 3 days, and I actually started to feel kind of funny on them, kind of speedy again, and I actually caught myself having like hallucinations, which is, you know, the beginning of my complete manic blowout type thing. I do hallucinate during my full outbreaks, and so far I've had 2. So I do take that back by saying I've never had a manic episode, as I obviously have. I just forgot about them. I forget everything. My memory sucks, everybody. I will let you know that right now. I like, for instance, today's Thursday, so I don't know what the heck I done last Thursday. I have no idea. That's why I keep journals about every single day, because I don't know if it's because of the medication I'm on now, or if it's because of all the medication I've tried, or maybe it's because I've been hit about the head too many times during domestic violence relationships. Not that that's funny, but something in my head just does not connect. My doctor has actually asked, you know, we need to do some testing. I'm like, no. They actually want to inject this like dye crap inside me just to see like which part of the brain is affected by what, because I can't remember stuff. I'm like, you're not sticking no radioactive crap. I mean, it's not gonna happen. So I have not done the test. But back on topic. So I did compare the video that I made from 2010, which I was skinnier. I was like my healthy weight. Compared to now, I'm like an extra, you know, 80 to 100 pounds overweight. One of the chunky cheeks again. And I compared it to the steroid outbreak. I'm not going to say it again because I can't say it. I'm just going to mess up the whole word. And I watched the videos, and I was relatively calm throughout each video, except I think it was like the journal entry, which I labeled "My Day is Mush," which my brain is mush, I think it's called. I can't remember which one. But I did actually take a Klonopin, and believe it or not, it actually did calm me down. So, big red flag right there. I mean, huge. The whole room is a big red flag. When I'm in my manic phase, like full-blown mania, which I was with the Zyprexa and the steroids, I would pop my Klonopin like Tic Tacs, and it never worked. I got sleepy, I got lethargic, that kind of stuff, but I was still in full-blown mania. I just could not sit still, calm down. I couldn't shut up. I mean, like, all day I would just talk to anything. Myself, the couch, the TV, the cats, dogs, anything. So, yesterday, obviously, was just full-blown anxiety that I could not control, which actually is a first for me. So, that's a big concern. But I'm happy that it's not full-blown mania, because from experience, myself, Klonopin doesn't actually stop my manic episodes. It just makes me really sleepy. No matter how many I take, I just get sleepy as heck. And the fact that it actually calmed me down and I slept about 9 hours last night is proof right there that it's not completely full-blown mania. I'm not going to deny that I'm a bit manic. Again, I don't get the full-blown mania. I've never had it on my own. I've had it by 2 episodes from medications, not all by myself. So my mania is more mellow. It's just like I get like the depressed phase, then I get kind of moody and hostile, and then it's like, for me, my mania is where my mind does feel kind of crowded, but not so much to where I can't think. I do actually, my self-esteem is actually increased, like, a bit, but not that much. So I've never actually had, like, a full-blown manic episode without it being induced by some type of medication I've been put on. I myself do not go that far. I do have mania, but it is very mild. Except for the hostility, which is new lately. I don't normally get that mad. Very scary thing. And again, my therapist, I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday, but she thinks that it is actually compounded by the grief that I'm actually going through with the loss of my child, that kind of stuff. So, along with the stressors, which actually I'm getting better with my stressors. I really am. Sorry, but my knee is killing me today. That's my bad knee, not my good knee. So, along with the stressors, which are actually getting better, my husband, I'm actually opening up more to him. As I said, I did talk to him in the truck for God knows how long, and he actually turned off the stereo. Like, I guess he could see I was like completely freaked out. So he is starting to work with me. Little baby footsteps, not like he really should. But I do appreciate what he does do. It is kind of hard for him to understand. As I've mentioned, he's not as educated as the average person, I guess you could say. So when I start talking like I normally do, which actually on my videos I don't talk normal. I do actually kind of use smaller words so it makes more sense to people, but I talk like I'm a freaking like doctor half the time. It's weird as hell. I use big ass words that people just have not heard of sometimes, which I'm proud of, but you got to kind of break it down most of the time, and that's kind of what I have to do with my husband. And then even if I do break it down, sometimes, you know, his face goes blank and he still just does not get it. So he is trying to help the best that he can, that kind of stuff. So anyways, back on track. Little break there. See, I'm taking breaks because it is a trigger. I have figured out that my therapist, again, as I've mentioned, is not cushy. She's not the kind that takes your time or tries to coddle you or be all sweet and nice. She will just throw crap in your face and expect you to suck it all in and just accept the truth that, you know, she put out there. And honestly, I don't think I can take much more. And again, in my journals, I keep notes on everything. And I have noticed that since I stopped taking my Topamax, she's become more intense, more pushy, and she brings up a lot of triggers. So, I did mention that to my husband yesterday, I think. And it does seem kind of odd, you know, that since I'm not on anything, she's pushing me harder and harder and harder. And then when I do start to panic or get tense, she says, "Oh, you're too hyper, you need to go to the hospital." Do you want to see what I'm saying? It's kind of, it seems completely messed up. It really does. I don't know what the hell she's doing. Personally, I think she just wants me back on meds and she's trying to find a way to do it. So it is a very sticky situation. I know I did get a bit, not rude, but truthful with her, because I was talking about Tabby after what happened with me trying to get in contact with her new family about some stuff that she may want or anything along those lines. And I can't talk about this too long because my husband will kill me. I'm supposed to be taking it easy today, but you know, I did say that it would be easier to actually talk to somebody who has been through this, something along that line, just a bit more harsh. Because she did keep on pushing the topic about, you know, the way I feel about her new parental figures. I cannot say those words yet. I am not at that stage. I know that illegally she's not mine, but she will always be mine. I'm sorry. She came out of my belly, not hers. Not being rude, so don't take that the wrong way. But she did keep on pushing it, saying, you know, this and that about the mom. Then, oh my god, I did not. See, that's why I shouldn't be talking about this. She did talk about her. She talked about him. Oh my god, my heart just started racing. Oh my goodness. Boy, this is a huge trigger. That's why I'm trying not to talk about it that much. And it's just the way that she responded to the text messages that just sent me over the edge. Because she was actually kind of rude and snippy in like 2 of them. And I'm like, what the heck did I do wrong? I'm trying to figure this out. And I'm not going to dwell on that. That's in the video from last night. I totally poured my heart out. But that's when all the anxiety actually started to kick in, like full blown. So, hang on one second. Oh gosh, I actually am sitting on my ottoman. So anyways, yesterday I did have a lot of triggers. Wow, that does not look right. I am sorry. I do not show my stuff off. So, yesterday was not mania, but it was full-blown, uncontrollable anxiety, which is extremely concerning to me. I'm sorry. That is the Klonopin kicking in. The first one actually makes me yawn and sleepy. So, wow, I apologize. Did not expect to do that on the video. mm, mm-mm. So again, yesterday was full-blown anxiety and panic for like 8 straight hours. Basically, my therapy was from 3 to 4. So from like 4 till, I believe I stopped making my videos like around 11:30 to midnight, somewhere around there. Was actually terrible. I know this is going to sound kind of silly, but I love taking bubble baths, with a lot more bubble than baths. It is a pet peeve of mine. It's a fetish. And actually my daughter had adopted it from me when she was little, which I think they actually do showers now, is what she told me, so she can't take her big baths anymore, stuff like that. But anyways, I did take a bath, and for the first time, holy crap, I can say this, the first time, number one, my husband did actually calm me down. Usually it never works. He tries to calm me down, and it just makes it worse. So he did actually, it worked last night. Along with the Klonopin and the soothing bath. Yes, it actually did work. So by the time I came upstairs, I did plan on watching TV. I think I just turned it off and went to sleep. I was like, I am so mellow, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not going to fight it. So that is a big sign to me that it was not mania. It was just like sheer fear, panic, anxiety, the world's going to end type anxiety. And I just could not let it go. So, as you can see today, I'm more calm, more mellow. And I'm not trying to actually... Hang on. He'll call back. That's my husband. I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Okay, that one's over. Yes, I like Transformers. I'm sorry. So, anyways, where the heck was I? Did not expect that phone to ring. He is my babysitter today. So if he needs me, he will come here in a heartbeat, or, God, I hope he doesn't call his brother, or anybody else in the family, because that would totally make it worse. But, as I was saying, I'm not trying to say that I'm not in a manic episode, because I am. I can feel it. But my mania, normal. My mania is like where I feel happy, I feel elated. Not full blown, like I'm on top of the world type feeling. It's just where I feel more... just more happier. I'm not as shy during my manic episodes, which normally I'm shy. I hate crowds. I do not talk. When I'm in a big group, I tend to watch. I'm actually kind of the wallflower type person. But it is controllable. My full-blown mania, which has happened 2 times. If my phone would shut up, he's probably like, why isn't she answering? So I need to make this kind of shorter. Was actually induced by 2 medications. It was not because of me, so I have never had full manic episodes like I did with those 2 medications I mentioned. Again, my mania is like, it kind of fluctuates to where like I'm happy, I feel well, I'm not that shy, I do talk more to people, but not to the point to where like I bug complete strangers. I don't go out and just pick strangers to talk to. That's not my mania. But I do open up more. Also, I've noticed, and again, so it's it's so keyed down that I can actually feel it coming, and then I can like ride right through it, and then it just like passes by, if that makes any sense. Um, Again, as I stated, I've never had a full-blown manic episode on my own, ever, unless it was induced by medication. Nervous breakdown, different story, had one of those. That was just a lot of stuff going on, as I've mentioned in past videos. A lot of loss and tragedy, and I just couldn't take it, so my body just shut down, my brain went kaput, and took a vacation for a little while. But I am still thinking about going to the psychiatric hospital, or a hospital. As I mentioned, there's actually 3. You go to the main hospital, and basically they send you to one. If I do go, I will request to go to the hospital with the most activities and stuff to do. Because the last one that I went to was kind of a shithole. Bad word, but there's like your bedroom and the TV room, which was like never on, so it's like completely quiet the whole time. There was like, the AC was for shit, and there was a lot of swinging penises around because people don't want to keep the clothes on. Not the kind of place I want to go back to. I didn't like the hospital at all. So, there are 3 hospitals, and hopefully, I do get to go to one that has more stuff for me to do. It does actually keep me calm if I draw, sketch, paint, read, play video games, which of course you can't do at a hospital. But I do enjoy doing stuff that actually I can concentrate on, so I'm not actually stuck in my head like all day. Those are the worst feelings. That actually was the worst feeling, being stuck in that psych ward with like nothing to do and just thinking all day long. It just drove me nuts. It did not help at all, and I just wanted to leave. And that was last June, 2011, which actually I was there for, holy crap, I think like 7 days. Just because of the reaction to the first they put me on Lamictal, which of course I got the rash from that, and then they stuck me in Depakote, and I had the choice to stay there so that he could test my liver or leave, and I wanted to leave. I'm like, I'm tired of seeing penises. I just want to leave. So I opted out to leave, which was actually against the doctor's advice. So, but the Depakote did not work after all. I did keep on gaining weight. From what I understand from my psychiatrist, you're actually supposed to gain some weight, but then you actually reach a plateau, which I did not plateau. I just kept on gaining more weight. So he did not up that. He stuck me on Topamax, which made me more hostile and aggressive. So me and mood stabilizers kind of pretty much suck. Sorry about that, but I will take another one. Again, as I mentioned, I stick to herbal teas, mainly by Celestial Seasoning, and this one is actually apple cinnamon with honey instead of sugar because of my throat, and it tastes like heaven. Actually, I ran out of peppermint, which is my favorite because it just like cools your throat with the honey. Oh, it feels so good. But anyways, so I'm still thinking about going to the psychiatric ward just for the anger and for the anxiety episode last night, which I'm starting to get that way because I can feel my body getting hot again. So I can't stand here for too much longer. I'm sorry. Trying to find a clip that'll do. Give me 1 second. Okay, so those are my this is a warning sign to me. The first signs of my anxiety is like hot flashes. Not sure if that is for other people, but my palms actually feel kind of sticky right now. And I'm getting like hot flashes and I cool down, and a hot flash and I cool down. That is the beginning of my anxiety issues. So, I'm gonna try to finish the hospital stuff and then probably get off. And like my husband said, relax, which I'm not doing to the best of my ability right now. But I do need to get some of this out. I can't keep everything in. So I am thinking about going. I did actually wash like all the clothes I did want to take, which is like 4 tank tops and the black leggings, and I washed like all my undergarments and stuff like that, so I can stick it in a backpack. Backpack. Oh my goodness, anxiety is kicking in. I apologize. My trigger. What was my trigger? No, I gotta figure this out now. You know what? I will probably end up watching this video again just to figure out what my trigger was, because something just set me off. I think maybe it's partly because my husband called and I'm not relaxing like I should be. That could be part of it. And that does feel kind of right when I say that. So, but there is another part of the trigger. So I'll probably watch this video. I'm sorry if I just said that. Again, I do try to keep track of all my triggers. I'm actually doing good with the home triggers. His nephew, my husband, neighbors. It's not as bad as it seems. I do ignore a lot of stuff, which people think I'm being a stuck-up bitch. I really don't care. If you annoy me, or if you're small-minded, you're a racist person, you like to talk a lot of junk, I will just completely block you out. I mean, I can be staring at you, not hear a word you say. I just do not put up with that anymore. So I have actually, have started the process of learning just to block out certain things before it starts. So if his nephew starts talking about, oh, I saw this fat, and then poof, I'm gone. I'm like, no, fat joke, not gonna hear it. I blank it out. He picks on a lot of everything. Fat people, he picks on Mexicans, blacks, but he calls them the N-word. And as soon as I hear the beginning of something, I completely just turn off my brain. I'm like, oh, didn't hear that, and I'm thinking to myself about something else. So that I'm proud of. I'm doing very good with that. The grief process is actually very shitty. I don't think grief is supposed to be fun or easy. So I'm not going to dwell on that too much, because that will set me off. And as for my anxiety, that is another thing along with the anger, which again, my therapist thinks that is mainly being controlled and dominated by the grief right now. It's just like I'm stuck in the anger phase because I have no control over what's going on right now, which is actually increasing my anxiety. So, holy crap, it kind of makes sense. I never thought about it that way. Yeah, that's why I'm losing my temper in therapy, because I can't control what's going on. I mean, I can control what I'm saying, but I can't control what she says to me. Holy crap, I just figured this out. Oh my god, this is amazing. Holy crap. Okay, so it is about control, in a way. Not like I need to control things. I see what she's talking about. Oh my god. She was right. Okay, so it's not that I need to control everything. It's just that when there's factors I can't control, like stressors, then that's when I flip out. That's what she was doing. Holy crap. Oh my god, it took me this long to figure it out. And I done it on a video. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, everybody. Holy crap. It just smacked me in the face. Holy cow, that is so amazing. So talking does work. Yay! Oh my god. So anyways, besides the fact that I just figured that out, I'm still thinking about actually going to the hospital. I am a little leery of it because I'm not on medication for bipolar and I don't want to be. I really don't. My mania is not that bad. It has never been that bad. And it's been over freaking what, 10 years since I've had it. I did find that out too. Through some friends in high school and friends after high school that I actually talked to on Facebook. So see, I forget stuff and I don't have my books or journals that go past 2000. So I got from 2000 to the present, but just not before 2000. So actually talking to these people is actually helping me. It does bring up some triggers, but those are not, it's like little tiny triggers. It's not like the big full-blown ones that I'm trying to fix right now, or deal with right now, I should say. But, yeah, so I did have bipolar after I left high school, and I got divorced from my high school sweetheart. That's actually when it started kicking in. Was goddamn, I was like what, 18, late 18, 19, crap, something like that. So I started off early with my bipolar compared to most of the people I talk to that have the same issues. They started in their early 20s, late 20s. So I was like an early bloomer for my mental illness. But so yeah. And I have not been on meds for all those years except for like the past 2 years. I've been on meds or tried to. I've been through every mood stabilizer except for lithium, and I think there's one more. I actually read up on lithium and the side effects, which did not seem that bad. I'm like, oh, the thing about the salt is not that bad. I do not actually eat a lot of salty foods. I do have a diet, not a diet, it's a health watch plan that I do keep on top of. I do increase my calcium and vitamins with the fruits and vegetables, but I do actually decrease the starches, the fatty foods, and all that kind of stuff. I try not to eat white foods, which is like potatoes, bread, spaghetti. I turn all those into grains, which is actually healthier, and it takes your body a longer time to actually digest it all, which is good for your body and also for PCOS, which is what I have. So, yeah. So I have actually done that. Exercise. I was doing exercise until I blew out my knee, which, by the way, I do have a physical therapy appointment coming up. I finally caved in. I know it's gonna hurt like hell. Oh my god. I don't know, I don't know what you call them, either the tendons or the ligaments or whatever, but, like, right below my knee is, like, extremely sore, and behind my knee, and right in the middle of my knee, it makes this, like, weird popping, crunchy sound. So, needless to say that my walking Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for 15 minutes is completely at a halt. I done it 2 days, and my knee went, and it swelled up immediately. I do still stretch, just not more. I try not to stretch my left leg at all. It is still swollen actually, and the messed up part is that it is actually spread to my calf on the left side, and my ankle looks like it's like you just push on it and it's squishy. So I messed it up by thinking it was feeling better, but I totally got off topic and I apologize. I am good for that. I think I'm getting a little nervous because I'm supposed to be talking to my husband whenever he calls, and instead of making a video, so I know he's gonna see this and be like, what the hell? Oh my goodness. He is very You know, at first I thought he was a controlling prick and extremely jealous and stuff like that. But I know that during my manic episodes, I do tend to. I am kind of embarrassed to mention it, but I do actually. I'm not a person that sleeps around, so that's not exactly what I do. But I do oogle a lot of different guys, and I'm smiling because this is so embarrassing. But I will, like, if we go to the store, I will like just stop like in the aisle and just like stare at this person and just I fuck the hell out of him. And I'm sorry for saying that like that. Um, so yeah. Oh my god. And I feel bad. I really do. After I come down off of the mania, I'm thinking like, holy crap, I done all this crap in front of my husband. So I can see why he's so frustrated with me. And it's actually starting to piece together and click, and I feel terrible for this man because I'm doing this to him. But anyways, so I am starting to realize that he's not a controlling freak, or he's not a jealous prick or anything like that. He is actually kind of like a shield for myself, if you can imagine that. So when I'm in my mania, I'm sure that it does tick him off when I'm doing what I do with men that I see. Especially when I come to a complete halt and just stand and stare at somebody, then he loses his temper. But he does tend to block me from actually doing those things. He will distract me, and there's times where, you know, he will say something about, oh, isn't he just a hot little boyfriend that you're looking at? And it snaps me out instantly. I'm like, he's not my boyfriend. So, I used to think of it as like, God, he's such an asshole, but now it's like, you know, it's kind of like he's a shield, as I said. And the controlling part is more helpful than hindrance. So, yeah, I will say I'm sorry for that, if I have said that. So, I am starting to realize what he's doing. It's just taken me a really, really long time. We've been together for, holy shit, hang on a second. Oh my goodness, for 5 years. I am totally taking a stab at that, and that is bad. My memory is for shit. So I'm trying to remember what year it was, and I cannot. I know that we got married 2010. I'm proud of that, but yeah, my memory sucks. So, anyways, I'm totally getting off topic and starting to ramble and getting a little nervous because I shouldn't be doing this. I should be on the phone. But well, so I think it's about it. Again, I'm still thinking about the hospital, like I said, which I think I was on and I totally drifted off. But I am scared of the side effects of certain medications, especially lithium. That's what I was talking about. The salt intake I'm fine with. The thing that actually concerned me was the kidneys, I believe it mentioned. And, oh my goodness, it affects your kidneys, and I think it was the liver. I'm not sure. I forgot which one. But if taken over a long period of time, it can actually lead to kidney failure. And I'm like, oh hell no. I'm not going to be walking around in my 50s or 60s with a freaking pee bag. No way in hell. I can deal with with my hair falling out or the shakes, but kidney failure, you have got to be shitting me. And I've done so many drugs, and I've drank. I was a bad alcoholic. I actually had to be placed on Librium when I went to detox because that's how bad I would drill. I will not do anything that affects my kidneys or my liver or my heart. So, and amazingly, I actually went through all the mood stabilizers that I have taken, and No one tells you like the bad stuff. They just say, oh, it's gonna make you kind of dizzy, or kind of groggy, or your mouth might get dry. But they don't list all the really bad shit, which is what I found out last night on the computer. And believe it or not, I was still calm after I found out all the effects that those pills had caused to my body. I'm like, holy crap, I've been a guinea pig for 2 years. God knows what's happened to me inside. So I think that's part of the reason why I don't want to go back on medication for bipolar. I did find a lot of research and articles, a lot of medical journals stating that by taking antipsychotics and mood stabilizers and these new ones, the agonist and the antagonist drugs, that it actually shortens your lifespan. So I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. There's no way I'm gonna try any of this new stuff. And I was comfy with the lithium until, like, I saw the kidney failure and stuff, and they gotta constantly take your blood and test you. There's no way in hell. I really don't think I could do that. But I do need something for anger, so I have not looked up medication for anger yet, which I'm hoping is different than the ones I've been looking at. Please, because I've tried so many antidepressants, mood stabilizers, antipsychotics, and none of them have worked. So, yeah, I'm kind of screwed. I'm running down to the very last few, and if those don't work, it's like, what's my next step if no medication works? Which actually led me to a page on WebMD to electroshock therapy. And I actually asked my husband, I'm like, do they still do that? I'm like, I thought they'd done that like back like 40, 50 years ago, not now. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, ouch. I'm like, holy crap. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna stop right now, because I will freak myself out just by thinking about this. But I will, again, I will mention that I did not have a full manic episode. It was just complete, uncontrollable anxiety and fear, and dread, the world's gonna end type shit, because of what happened in therapy and what happened with my daughter's adoptive family, the way that they're acting, which I'm not gonna talk about because they're a big trigger. It hurts a lot. So the fact that I am having more anger than usual, which I believe is stress-induced and especially grief-induced, and I'm having increased anxiety for longer periods of time, is a big concern. And I do want to go to the hospital for that. It's just that I'm terrified that if I do that, then they're going to treat the bipolar. And I don't want that to happen in a way. I wish there was a pill that would just like fix the chemical makeup in your brain so that it works right and not affects your heart or your muscles or your kidneys or your liver or your freaking pancreas or nothing like that, or your hair. I can't find one that does not have one side effect that does not affect some organ inside your body. And I like my organs. I want to keep them just the way they are. And all the mood stabilizers I found so far for bipolar affect some organ inside your body. I refuse to do that. I am sorry if I'm coming off harsh or rude to anybody that sees this video. I like my body healthy the way it is. I know I'm kind of pudgy and a bit overweight, but inside my organs are good for the most part, except for my bladder, which I'm having issues. I'm not going to get into that one. It's kind of embarrassing. But that's due to pregnancy, with to having big babies, which I actually heard is normal. As you get older, it tends to get weaker because of pregnancies, so that's no problem. But the rest of my organs are working just fine, and I want to keep them that way. So, with that being said, I think that is enough for this video. I do need to get off and actually relax. I will probably hop in my Sims 3 Pets, which is an awesome little game, if I do say so myself. Yep. You get to have babies and kids, have the whole family setting, and do it's fun. It's very relaxing compared to my other games, which I will show you a few of those. I know this is ridiculous, right? I got Blu-rays out the wazoo. Yeah, I don't even watch the damn things. Okay. My other game I play is actually Sims 3, just a regular one, with no pets, just babies. Which is, again, very relaxing, calming, because you actually get to control what they do and make a happy family, or destroy the family, start a new family, or kill off people that you don't like, which I've actually tried not to do. And I got a stack of movies that I don't play anymore, just because they actually cause panic attacks and stress. I stopped playing this one, just because I started to enjoy it a bit too much. You do get to do a lot of killing, and this is the God of War 1 and 2, if you can see that. I have not played 3, I stopped at 2. I was like, holy shit. I do have Fear 2 in the first one, which I stopped playing, because believe it or not, it gave me panic attacks, and I actually had to sleep with the curtains open. House phone, sorry. I am scared of the dark, and these fear games actually made it worse. So that kind of sucks. Then I got this one, which I stopped playing. Just look at the picture. Seriously? Are you kidding me? I mean, gosh darn it. No. Look at that picture. If you can see those. Yeah. I didn't do that one for that long. And this one totally freaked me out, Dead Space. And my husband, God bless his soul, I love him to death. I've played every Silent Hill game that has actually been on the market for the PS2 and the PS3, except for a couple versions, which were released, I believe, in England or something like that. I think there were like 3 other ones that I have not played yet. But he got one of the PS3, which is Silent Hill Downpour, which I have not even began to play. Yeah, I can imagine if it's like the other ones. I don't think I should play it right now. But he actually went out and tried to find it and do all that good stuff. So I feel sorry for him, because I'm just not playing it right now. But anyways, I opened up all my Blu-rays. Boy. So, okay. Sorry about this. So with that being said, that's what I'll probably do for the next like 2 hours. Just play Silent Hill. Not Silent Hill. Oh my god, no. I'm gonna play Sims 3 with the pets. Oh my god. Silent Hill scared the crap out of myself just by saying it. I will probably do a journal if I'm still here. I know I'm going to talk to my husband when he comes home, discuss how my day was, and I will have to tell him I made a video. I really don't want to. It's just a way to keep me on my toes, and I'm getting another hot flash. And I do not look good like this. As you can see, my grays are coming in. I'm not bald right here. It looks like I'm bald. That's actually all my gray hair. I started going gray like in my early 20s, like 21. Started getting gray hair, so I started dyeing it constantly. And yeah, don't dye your hair. Go to a salon. I will say that before I end. Yeah, dyeing my hair totally fried it. And since I've been to the salon, it's like soft, like baby hair. It's healthier. It's actually growing. Cannot believe it. So the box dye crap, don't use it. It's the worst thing for your hair. It really is. But so I will try to do one later, probably with my husband in the room again to babysit. which does kind of help him in a way. I'm trying to help him out to understand what's going on, and sometimes I can't come across the way that I want to. Also, he doesn't shut up sometimes when I talk. He has these little tidbits he has to pop in. So by asking him to actually sit in the room with me when I make a video, he has to be quiet and he has to listen. So it's kind of helping a little bit. But I think that's about it, and I need to go eat lunch because it is getting late, and if I don't eat, he's keeping track of everything right now. He is my official babysitter. As I said, he's my shield, so I need to get off and call him. I hope you guys have a great day. Here it is very sunny and hot and crappy. I cannot wait till it snows. Oh my god, I will never stay in a house when it's winter. I love it. So at that, I will say goodbye and have a great day, you guys.